Cafe is open for business. Live from Studio A in the heart of Delray Gallery, Dawn and Freddie S. and their team are ready to serve up a huge portion of fun for lunch with friends and neighbors. So let's break open that lunch pail and unwrap that sandwich you brought and take a front row seat in the Brooklyn Cafe and get ready to enjoy some humor and hot topics. It's time to get a healthy serving of hope and happiness to help your day go by with a smile. Your hosts, Dawn and Freddie S., are ready to talk about food, health, dating, or just plain dream making. If you have a story to share, a movie review, restaurant critique, or just a coincidental thing that happened to you, call in toll free at 888-565-1470 right now. Sit back and enjoy your lunch break at the Brooklyn Cafe. Here are your hosts, Dawn and Freddie S.
And welcome to the Brooklyn Cafe. Welcome to all our friends in South Florida, LA, San Francisco, New York, Chicago. You know, the funny thing is, I'm a little off today.
Because we got here a little late today.
We got a little late things we were doing and yada, yada, yada. But welcome to all our friends. Remember, caring is sharing. So if you're watching today's show, unlucky you, please share it out and say, you know what, we like this show. And we're going to share it to all our friends. I sort of cut myself and I don't know how.
I was going to ask you how.
I don't know. It's just happening.
You need a Band-Aid?
I need two.
As my son would say, a Band-Aid.
A what?
Band-Aid. You know when your kids are learning to speak? I'm talking
Your
to
son
you,
is 26,
I'm talking to you, the Puerto
24.
Rican. When my son was learning to speak, I always think of the words he could never say. Band-Aid was one of them. Benectors for connectors. Sorry, Aaron. I know. He's 24 now, and he's in law school. I'm telling everyone.
He still talks like that?
No.
Your son talks
The secrets
that
of my son. No, not anymore. We're past that. Now he's into law school, and he's quite articulate in his verbiage.
Articulate.
Quite
He looks
articulate.
like, I call him Senator Aaron.
Exactly. Quite articulate.
All right, right off the, I have a cold too, so I'm sort of fighting that. Listen, right off the bat, I want to invite you down March 23rd to Cafe on Ice that we're doing our program for profits and not for profits. We now have the sheet, sign-up sheet for you to sign up and send back. We have it on Facebook. We are going to be sending it out to people so they can sign up, buy your tickets, and let's have a party.
I'm very excited because we have our 3 first official foundations that we're working with. I sent out quite a few last night to send the information. It's very easy to be a part of Brooklyn Cafe TV on Ice. All we need to do is send you the information sheet, get your name, the name of your 501c3, who the Panthers are going to make the check out to you after the event, and your logo. Simple to go. It's an umbrella game for the Brooklyn Cafe TV. The Florida Panthers play the Boston Bruins on March 23rd at 7 o'clock p.m. If you purchase a ticket through the link that is all over social media, and we can share it out again, $6 of each ticket goes back to the foundation of your choice that we are working with. We are currently working with 10. I've got 3 officials that I've gotten back, and $6 go back. Everyone who purchases a ticket through the link, they get to join us for the Brooklyn Cafe live at 5:30 up at the Chairman's Club. You get your ticket, you get parking. The higher level in the Lord Stanley's loft includes all you can eat food, soft drinks, and beer and wine. And then after the game, if you've purchased your ticket through the link, you get a free what, Freddie?
You get a slap shot.
A slap shot on
You
the
get to
ice.
slap it on the ice.
And the more tickets we sell, the more information tables that are available on the first floor lobby during the game and before the game to get the information out to your foundation. Actually, I need to send it to your son. That was the one person I didn't send it to. So Giovanni, I'm going to send it out to the Ross Camp Institute so they'll be able to participate with us as well. Where are you going?
I think I got the wrong headset.
I think you got my headset in your ears. I'm not really quite sure.
I don't hear nothing.
Because I don't use my headset anymore.
I don't hear
I don't know if
nothing.
our phone lines are open, but I'm hoping,
Yes, they
fingers
are.
crossed, they are. Give us a call right here at the studio, 888-994-4995. It is an Impact Tuesday at the Brooklyn Cafe TV. And have you noticed, now we are 2 days in a row that we've got men on our set.
Oh, look at this. She's going to point it out to really stick it to me
2
today.
out of the other 365 days.
It's
2 men
been
on our
3
set.
years, so it's been 1,000 days, and we finally got some men on the set.
I think it's about time.
I think so, too.
I think it's about time. Did you see that the Me Too movement is now working with men?
Yes,
I
they
don't-
ran out of men to pick on. Now they're going to make them allies.
Well, I don't don't think that's it at all.
Absolutely
I think they're
not.
saying that boys are bullied just as much as girls, and I think it's an inclusive, a whole inclusive ad campaign, although apparently some women are a little upset about it. I think, you know what?
So hold on. So let me get this right. Boys are just as much of a bully as men. That's what you just said.
No, I said boys are just
Da,
as
da, da.
bullied as girls.
And that's not what you said. What you just said was that boys bully as much as men. So let's clarify that
No,
statement.
what I meant was boys are just as bullied as girls.
Are getting bullied.
Yes.
Because I was about to say, you know,
Yeah,
we're
yeah.
about to
No,
throw down
No,
here.
we've talked about that, right? We always talk about women. You say, what about men? We talk about the girls that are bullied, and you say, what about boys? And you know what? You're 100% correct. And now finally there's a company that's bringing it forward and saying, yeah, it's not just Me Too. It's not all about women that are bullied in workplace. Men and boys are as well.
So we're Me Too plus one.
You know, the funny thing is, I think it should be called something else other than Me Too. Just saying, it needs its whole other name.
Well, we're going to get into that whole thing. And today the phone lines for here are open the first hour. 888-994-4995. 888-994-4995. If you got something to say, keep it clean, and you can call in and you chime in on the conversation.
We got Dylan on board, and we've got a couple foundations sitting right
Who
here.
made the coffee today?
Chanel.
This is delicious. Are you married?
Am I really that good at making coffee?
Are you married?
No.
Do you cook?
Yeah.
You do. You make great coffee. You're Italian, right?
Yeah. My brother told me too that I make good coffee. I was like,
This is
this
phenomenal.
might be my thing.
That's your
Be a
thing.
barista.
You can be a barista.
Yeah.
We're going to do that.
I got a proposition for you.
What?
Jeez.
We have when we went away on Halloween, she bought me this, get up for,
I know. I remember that.
remember that? How would you like to wear that and become, what do you call that?
The
Coffee?
barista
The
Yeah.
barista?
For the gallery and the cafe.
for this cafe.
Yeah. You're
think
going to
about
walk
it.
around, give out coffee and everything else.
I will think about that one.
You should think about it.
Our,
You
so,
make
our
really
social
good
marketing
coffee.
producer, you've got her
Awesome.
making coffee now.
Yeah.
coffee. She's pretty good.
It's really delicious.
I don't know. Don't know where it came from.
I'm impressed.
Thank
You're the
you.
only millennial I know that knows how to make coffee.
Really, I honestly don't even just pour it. Don't really have a system.
She just pours it.
When we first got our coffee pot, we have our own line of Brooklyn Cafe TV coffee. One of our producers, we hashtagged a dirty water coffee because we made the coffee and we asked her to please make another pot. So she just poured more water in and turned the button on again.
Oh.
And you're doing it again.
What?
You're doing it again.
Sorry.
Camera
No other
two.
grinds, no other coffee. I'm
Thank
working
you.
on it. It's a
Camera two.
process.
So
I
you
like
know
to
what I'm
engage
gonna
our
do?
guests.
How do you like this? I'm gonna pave the way for you. Go that way.
I think maybe I just take a handhold and I'll keep this one here for show. How you like that?
I gotta find a way of doing it. There you go. See how she does this? I tell her, don't look at the guests, look at the camera so you stay on mic. And what she do?
I like to engage our guests.
Let me put my ear to the microphone.
But we got the men on the set Friday. We've got Roots and Wings and also Impact 100 Men.
I have to admit, when I saw Roots and Wings, I thought it was the
I knew you did, right?
chicken place.
You did?
Yeah.
I thought maybe it was Krupa. No, I'm really excited because I reached out to Ted. I saw, since we've been doing so much Facebook marketing, I get a lot of more visibility we get on Facebook and friend requests, and I do go through each one before I even accept them. And I thought what Ted was doing was remarkable, that there's a lot of focus on Impact 100 women, right? They're all over Boca. You
What's
see
it
them.
called?
Impact 100, I guess women, right?
And women.
So you see the women all over Boca, and it's
Excuse
a
me.
lot of women. No, listen, there's a lot of women that that are part of it. And so Ted started Impact 100 Men.
That's the name of the deal.
Yes.
Impact 100 Men.
Yes.
Okay.
Again,
Now,
it's
we
about
are
giving
going to
men the
talk about-
visibility.
We are going to talk about Impact 100 Men.
Men.
Not women and men. Men.
Men.
I just want to get this right.
Men.
100
Men. Is that a song? Men. You don't want me to sing. Men.
Gentlemen, welcome to the Brooklyn Cafe. I am so happy that you are here. It has been a lifelong 3 long years of searching and searching. I didn't think anybody was going to create a man's call to action club. But you're going to define what is it that 100 Men is all about.
Well, good morning. Thanks for having us here. Listen, this was started by the women. I believe it was 1992 in Cleveland, Ohio, by a lady, Wendy Steele, and the women grew. And a few years ago, my wife joined, and we started watching the impact that the women had by giving away these $100,000 grants or up to $100,000 grants. And, I talked to Ted and another guy, Stephen Green, one day, and I said, why aren't the men doing this? And we got together and we met with the women and we put the Impact 100 Men together. And Ted has information about what we've done our first couple of years. But if anybody's into philanthropy, it's a really easy thing to do. You donate $1,000 and we pool it all together and we have an event where the finalists come and speak to us and then we award those grants.
So this whole call to action is about giving grants to who?
To local charities in the South Palm Beach County area. So it's everywhere from Boca all the way up to through Boynton Beach. And we have almost 60 members for this year. So we'll be granting probably one $50,000 grant to the winning charity, and then the other two finalists will split whatever else we have.
It's huge, right? It's
That's
a huge
big.
amount of money. And what I love about the Impact 100 for Men is you simplify it. You donate $1,000, we donate it back to charity. Very simple. A to B, right? You don't have all this mucky stuff in the middle. It's giving back. It's saying, you know, sometimes, sorry to say, ladies, we muck it up sometimes. We add a little bit too much je ne sais quoi into the mix, right? We had the layers and the makeup and the clothes and the luncheons and all these other things. Sometimes I think the men, they're going to write to me, Freddie, just saying.
They can write to you all day long.
If it's giving back to a foundation, and I say that all the time, I don't need to go to a luncheon. I'd rather give the money and the money go to a foundation, right? I don't need it to go to a luncheon.
Real simple. You give the money, one thing, you get one vote to vote for the charity, and your gift is added to other people's gifts to make a bigger impact.
You have right now 60 members, you said. And how many foundations have you given to? The $50,000 gift is amazing.
Well, Chuck, why don't you talk about the first gift, which was in 2016 to the Miracle League?
Right. So our first year we had 53 members, I believe it was, and we had 31 applications given to us from nonprofits in the area, had to be in business for at least 3 years. We took those applications. It's a very strict application process. The group, about 12 guys, reviewed them all. We cut it down to 6 semifinalists. From there, we go out and do site visits, visit the property, meet with the staff, make sure they are who they are, and we get it down to 3 finalists. And our first year, we gave our grant out to the Miracle League of Palm Beach County, and that went to build their barrier-free playground in Delray Beach.
A barrier-free playground, meaning for children with disabilities?
Yeah, exactly.
Wow.
All right. Okay. So the end game on this thing is that you have a chance to win a charity contribution for your cause. Correct?
Correct. The charities apply through the Community Foundation.
Okay.
And the Community Foundation takes them in and then provides those applications to the charity, to us, and then we go over them, and our committee breaks it down.
You vote for the winner, first, second, and third?
We ultimately vote for the winner, correct.
Okay. All right. So that's one thing you do. Now, is there more you do throughout the year? I mean, I love the idea that you join and you have a shot at this thing, but there's something else that 100 Men does. What else is it do?
Are they meeting? Are they getting together?
What is it that you do?
Well, we've had several meetings this year, and in the past we went to Pat's Wine Bar this year, and the great thing about that particular event was we had both charities that we had given our money to, the Miracle League as well as the Tech Garage, which was our second this year's winner, and they both spoke about the impact that our gift had done for them, which I think is what all the people who gift into something really want to see and hear about is how did what we contributed towards, how did that do good in the community or good for the kids? So the Tech Garage worked over the summer at Village Academy with children who are not as fortunate as others in terms of finances to be able to afford something like that, and they helped build robotic things that they put together as teams. And I just thought, it was really incredible to listen to the gentleman who was the head of that particular of Tech Garage about how great it those kids did.
I mean, think about getting a $50,000 donation and being able, as a child who doesn't have the accessibility to the technology that's out there, that they see is out there, to make a difference in these kids' lives. And the playground, right? These kids now have no barriers. Those with handicap and disabilities and adaptive equipment can now go on a playground and play like they should, like children, and be able to access the equipment. That's an incredible gift.
It is, and it's some calling. Now, are these 60 not-for-profit 501c3s?
Yeah, they're all 501c3s, and they have to have been in operation for 3 years.
And how many do you have in the entire organization, not just this year? Do you have?
How many
it's
men?
anybody in South Palm Beach County can apply
Right.
who meets those qualifications.
But you have 60 now under umbrella.
Right.
Do you have more than that over the years? Because I know you've been around.
I think they've got 60 men that
No.
are members.
Members.
Right.
Yeah, the first year, 31 nonprofits applied. I think the second year, about the same, 30, something like that, applied.
That's a
So
nice
the Community Foundation puts out an email to all the nonprofits in our area and says, this grant is available. If you want to go for it, here's the application. It's very detailed, financials, I mean, everything. And what you're looking for to use the money for, and that's what comes to us, and we review them from there. So this year, it's going to go out in a couple weeks now, I think, the end of the month. It'll go out to all the nonprofits, and our giveaway will be, I think, in May. We're still establishing a few dates.
Yeah, the other thing that I think is important is we gift it in 2 stages. So we don't just give the organization all the money up front. We want to see how they're progressing with what they say they're going to do.
Right.
So we give them half of the money, and then halfway through the gifting process of where they say they're going to use the money, they come back, they talk about how the gift has been used so far, and that's when we give them the remaining
The
funds.
playground fascinates me. Where is it located, do you know?
Yes, it's in Miller Park, right next to the ball field that the kids play on. The
It's a Miracle League
plays
ball
on.
field, which is for handicapped kids.
And the great news, the greatest part of that charity is every handicapped child hits a home run. If they're in a wheelchair, there's their aide with them. They help swing the bat. The ball gets thrown. The bat hits the ball, and they are off and running around the bases. And
It's called Miracle League?
for the Miracle League, right?
Mara.
And as they come around
Check them out.
third base, coming towards home, they got all the kids and all the people in the stands cheering for that child, and it's got to be impactful for that child as they're coming towards home.
I got to tell you, I cannot think of something better than watching that. So Mara's one of our producers who's really the key person on our Cafe on Ice Miracle League Foundation. Steve, let's reach out to them and maybe bring them on and tell them we heard about them through Impact 100 Men. And you know what?
Now, did you
Let's
talk to
blow 'em
Impact
up.
100 about March 23rd?
Let's talk to them about March 23rd. They
So
just
you
heard
didn't?
it. No,
You didn't mention it at all.
not until they got here.
You talk about, you see, we are looking, you guys are way ahead of the curve.
Yeah.
And we're trying to do what we do on a bigger board, giving opportunities for these not-for-profits to raise money in their own awareness because they know their product and their people better than we do. So we came up with this ice thing at BB&T where the Panthers are playing the Boston Bruins. And we know some of the Boston Bruins legends. We know somebody that knows the Panthers coach and his wife and everything else. So they gave us a big room that hosts 500 people. So we're going to do a show down there. That's our end of it. Everything else, selling tickets, $6 goes towards whoever signs up, and you get to select the not-for-profit you want the money
You
to
just
go
type
to.
in the foundation.
And it goes right to them. It doesn't come to us. It goes from the Panthers to them so that they have the ability to raise money. So they gave us, I don't know, something like 300 tickets among everybody we know to go out and buy these things. It's for a good cause. It's whoever you want. Can you imagine these guys come along and they blow this whole thing out of the water? I would love nothing more than they run out of tickets and they had to come up with another plan.
And they'll come up with more tickets for us.
That would be phenomenal. And all the money being raised, it can come to you guys to give to them. It could come from them direct, however you want to cut it up. It's us trying to give them an opportunity to work with other not-for-profits and profit companies. So we got to throw that in there as well. There are companies that do make money and contribute, and they're going to be part of the gig. And they can talk, and we're going to put them on set. We're going to do probably another 3-hour show.
I can see you both looking forward to
You know what?
Well, we did it Sunday.
This one will be in air conditioning. I got to tell you, Sunday was a great event, though. It was 85 degrees outside, and we were outside doing a live event. We did a
3
grand
hours.
reopening of the boardwalk on Southwest 18th Street. It was an amazing Sunday. It was hot, and it was sunny.
Writing. People are still
But
writing
it was
that we
an
should do that all the
incredible
time.
event.
I won't make it. I'll melt into a puddle.
As long as we keep the tent, we're good. But that's exactly what it's going to be like at BB&T. We're going to be upstairs, though, in the Chairman's Club. And I would love to bring Impact 100 Men forward and some of their foundations. You know what? The more foundations, as you said, the better. Because the more impact that we can make on all of the foundations in South Florida. The kids, it's always about the kids. And Eat Better, Live Better, Deborah's going to join us. And we've got so many foundations.
Yes.
We've got Flying for Hope, and we've got Dawn DeMarco and the Rosie Foundation, and so many that I'm going to have to keep a running list.
Well, that's why I thought you guys were going to get a book and put it in the book.
We're going to do all that.
But the nice thing about putting them forward is we put them on the show. They get to go on the radio. They get to go on, because we put this on cable television up north, and they get to spread their wings and show exactly this Miracle League. It gets to highlight it, and people can tune in, and they can say, you know something, maybe I want to work with
Oh
them.
my gosh, we got to go out and check that playground out. Where is Miller Park?
Bring a box of tissues. It's an incredible day at watching their games. South of Linton, over by just west of the tracks. It's on Southwest 4th Avenue.
You know where that is?
Yes.
So it's baseball fields.
where all the baseball
Little Fenway is there.
I
That's
know
been
where
there for
that
many
is.
years.
I'm not even from here, and I know where that is.
Was that used to be Bucky Dent's?
Yes, correct. That
Okay,
area.
now I
that
know
area,
exactly where that is.
area.
Bucky Dent was a huge baseball facility.
Yes.
Okay, and a huge property over there.
Yeah.
Wow, that would be amazing. I know. It's always about the kids. And
But it's nice that the guys have put together something that gives something back to the community in a large way. I mean, can you imagine being the one that gets not only maybe not the 50, but there are 2 other prizes that can qualify
Right.
as well.
And it's
Well,
simple. It's so simple. You just gift your money, then you get a chance to come meet with your other guys, and you vote. And when you finish voting, the winner is announced right then and there. It's no like we're going behind the curtain and figure out who's supposed to win.
You see,
And,
guys, they got
They
this
really, you
down,
guys,
man.
they just really simplify it. But wait, it even gets better
Oh, tell me
because
more.
they've got Project Uplift and Roots and Wings. So just when you think it's just they get the money, the men donate, and they give it back, they're awarding teachers, and they're doing so much more.
Okay, so
with what
let's
they're
start
doing.
with one first. Let's
I
start
know.
with Roots and Wings. What is Roots and Wings?
Well, Roots and Wings actually started before it was even Roots and Wings. Chuck and Stephen, the 2 guys that worked with me or worked to establish Impact 100, were going over to Pine Grove Elementary School, which is probably one of the neediest, if not the neediest, elementary schools in the area. The principal at the time, a guy named Joe Peccia, had said, "Hey, Chuck, it would be great if you could come and help me reward some teachers that need a little boost, a little thank you for doing a good job." So Chuck said, "Well, okay." He figured out a way to have a prize. He went and got some gift cards. He slapped a Snickers bar on the outside of a bag, and off they went. Well, when they invited me to join them, which allowed me to be the 3rd wheel. So the 3 of us went over, and we could award 3 teachers. And we walked through the school and came into a classroom, and in front of the kids, Joe would make a big deal about how the teacher was great and how the teacher had done so much, and the kids are, screaming and yelling and applauding for their teacher and want to say how great it was. So the charity actually started because after about 3 or 4 of these times that I'd gone with them, my wife passed away, and she and I had made an agreement that when we both passed away, we were going to gift our money to charity. And we wanted to gift our money to a charity named Roots and Wings that we had not officially established. So I ended up in it when she passed away, April 3, would be 3 years ago now. I established the charity. I said to Chuck, "Would you mind if I stole this idea and formalized it a little bit better and awarded these prizes to all the elementary schools?" So we started in Delray, only Delray, with the elementary schools. We now award it in the high schools and middle schools as well. We go in and in front of the kids we award, or in front of the other teachers at their faculty meetings, we award 6 teachers, 1 staff member with these awards. but it's still the same thing. You walk into a classroom, the kids
go crazy.
are excited. And you walk in, if you're really lucky, you walk in with 5 or 6 other community members, and the teacher doesn't know what's going on. They do kind of now because they kind of remember my face.
Right.
But we walk in and the kids don't know, and the kids are all excited about the fact, who are these people coming in? Excuse me, we'd like to interrupt. You don't mind, Mrs. Jones, if we interrupt your class, do you? And she says no or whatever. But when you see the teacher's tears in their eyes, because they're recognized in front of their kids, and if you're really lucky, it's a triple, because the teacher is happy, the kids are happy. And when those kids go home, if they tell their mother or father, guess what happened in school today?
They get lit up too.
My teacher was awarded as a great teacher. He got a triple. Yeah.
That's an amazing deal. You know, my sister was in the Board of Ed. Everybody I grew up with was in the Board of Education in New York. My sister was a teacher for 40 years, and Michelle's mother was 50 years in the Latino community, one of the poorest sections in the South Bronx. She was an icon down there. And look what's happening right now in California and some other places. The teachers are going on strike. And it's really strange how you fight about building walls and things. Like, I know we can't get political, but you know, your kids spend more times with teachers than they do with their parents. And not only that, but it's during the time of their life and day that is influential. Because when you come home, you're tired, take a shower, you have dinner, you go to bed, do your homework, go to bed. When you're with your teacher all day long, it becomes like a security blanket. Teachers become the fabric of the kids that are growing up. So I can relate to having somebody come in here and give them the award. I mean, there'll be kids on the rafters. You have to get them.
You think about the schools that you're working with, these Title I schools, and we say all the time, they're getting breakfast, lunch, snack, which is sometimes considered dinner at school. And the teachers and the staff, that is their family, whether it's dual income home or mom or dad has multiple jobs. These kids are getting everything, a lot of it, at school. And to be able to go in and reward the staff and the teachers and say, listen, you matter, you make a difference, on those days where they're thinking, gosh, you know, I've got 30 kids and I can get through to 25 of them, but those other 5, man, they're wearing me down. But to know that you make a difference in everyone's life is what a gift that you guys are doing.
That's an amazing stuff.
I tell you, the one thing that was really exciting for me, this was last year was the first year we had done not only the elementary but the middle and the high schools, and I said, I really want to say thank you to the teachers, all of the teachers together. So we got with Marjorie Waldo at the Arts Garage. She allowed us to have a program there to reward the teachers. So we had a dinner in their honor, and we awarded our plaques that we give to every school. So at the end of the year, all the teachers are put on a metal plaque, the names, and then we present them to the school so they can put them on the wall, which explains why, you know, some of the teachers have won it now twice, so their name is, you know, in the office wall, so the kids can come in or the parents can, and they can see their child's teacher's name there. But then we awarded prizes. It was let's make a deal. We called out numbers of the various, number 432, and all of a sudden the table from Pine Grove or Orchard View would say, yay, and one of their people had won a bottle of champagne or a car wash at Main Street Car Wash. Whatever the gift was meaningful to them, and we gave out almost 60, we had almost 200 teachers there, and we gave out 60 presents to those teachers. So they got dressed up, and they had a way of beginning their year this year with something saying thank you for what you did last year. And the new principal of the Palm Beach County School District had a little opening comments, and it was just special.
How often do you reward the teachers?
We do 3 times a year or 4 times a year. We go into the schools. So 24 times. We do it either on the quarter system or the trimester system, depending on the elementary schools are 3 times a year, and the middle and high schools are 4.
So the winners will probably in March or in April. You have one every 3 or 4 months, depending on the grade level. You know what we should do? We should offer them an opportunity. I want you to bring the teacher of the quarter, all levels.
All of them.
All the teachers of the quarter. All the teachers can come in here. I don't care if we fill this place up. We'll hold 3,000 people. And I want to put them on the air. And we'll put something together to reward them, not only in your presence of what you guys are doing, which is fantastic, but we're going to put it on the air. And let's say thank you. And let's give it back. And you know that for the next hour, we'll talk nothing but teach, like we do with Jen G. Jen G is a sponsor on the show, and I went to DeWitt Clinton High School, and she was a social studies teacher there. And we crossed paths. And she has saved more lives. Teachers save lives. The teacher in Atlantic High School, what is her name?
Nikki Lulez.
Now, I'm going to tell you something. This lady has wings underneath her blouse. She has saved more lives for kids than anybody I've ever met in this game. So we bring them in. We'll extend it. We'll bring them down. I know that they're teachers. Maybe they bring their... I don't even know if they do class trips anymore. People go out.
Sure, it's a field trip.
Yeah,
Field trip. And you bring them in here. Let's do it up. You know?
I'll tell you a funny story. There was a lady that we had given I saw a Facebook post about a child who wants to be an actor when he grows up, and he was the actor at the main thing that they had at Plumosa. His name was PJ Madison, and PJ Madison's on the Facebook post, and his mother's proud of PJ. So I sent a note to him, to her, and said, that's the kind of kid that we need to have speak to the children about what desire, determination, believing in yourself, how important that is. Because I had one of the kids go around last year who won the Heisman, the Wendy's Heisman High School Athlete of the Year award. I'd had him go around to all the schools and talk about what that is.
Jackson, right?
So Jackson Destine. So anyway, so PJ was going to be my new protege guy that could talk to third graders about how tough it is to pass that FSA test. So anyway, I said to PJ's mother on the post how great it is. We need him to be our next speaker. Okay. So that night, I get a Facebook instant message from somebody, and it says, I'm PJ's mother. Now, I didn't know who PJ's mother was, but I didn't know her name, except I knew her name. His last name was Madison, because I saw it on the thing, and it was a phone number, and she said, please call me. So she said, you know, I wouldn't normally reach out like this to somebody that I don't know that's a stranger, but she said, you're not a stranger to me, because last year you came into my classroom, and you awarded me an Above and Beyond award. Aww. So I already know that your heart's in the right place. And so PJ can do this for you. So I had PJ act first as Santa Claus helper at the Del Rey School thing that was at Pompey Park. And he was the one that read the book instead of Santa Claus this year. And now yesterday he was talking, you know, like the actor's studio. He was in one big fluffy chair and the principal was in the other, and they were talking about that third grade test that's so important for those kids to the third graders at Plumosa. It was a special moment. You
know, we talk about putting life in perspective, right? We had some devastating news today about one of our guests and clients and a friend, and it makes you put life in perspective, and everyone's in the rat race, right? And you're running, and you're seeing who's paying and how much money and how many more things you can get. And then you get the news we got today that we lost a dear friend, and how you give back to these kids and the teachers. And this is not your day job, right, Chuck? You have a construction company. Everyone has their day job, but you just take that time and you give back and reward those that are often forgotten. And what a difference it makes in the community. You know what? This will touch their lives for the rest of their lives. PJ will remember this forever.
He will.
Right? And he will pay it forward. And these kids like Jackson, and when we had JJ on, they become the role models in the community. And these kids don't often come from a lot, right? Some would say they come from lack of a lot. And they become the role models. And what they grow up to be, and the leaders that they can grow up to be in our society, by this small token, it started with a candy bar, right? A small act of kindness, what it can mean, it makes a difference in the world. So the gifts don't even have to be huge. It's just the gift of extension and understanding.
That's what it comes down to. You know, when I was at a light one day in New York, waiting for the light to change, and a kid comes up, and he was in Pelham Bay Football League, and they were looking for donations for the league, and they gave you a chocolate bar for $1 or $2 or $3, whatever it was. So I said to him, how much money you got? How many candies do you have in that bag? He says, about $100. I gave him the $100. I said, but keep the candy. You give one free for everyone you sell. Can you promise me that? He said, yes. I get a phone call from the league. I ended up coaching in that league for 21 years because of that deal.
Well, can you imagine? I'm going to throw this right out to you.
Here we go.
at Miller Park, where they've got these baseball league for these kids. You talk about going back and coaching. Can you imagine if you and Freddie actually go out and coach these special needs kids?
No, now that I've never done that.
I know.
I mean, I don't mind trying. I don't know if you got to be especially background or whatever to do it.
No, you just have to show up.
Can you imagine?
Just gotta show up.
I
You'll
would
be
love doing that.
hooked.
And I would love for the
What do you
cafe.
think,
Maybe
bring a
we can
crew?
even sponsor a team. Maybe we can sponsor a team
I'm all
out
in.
there, and you know what?
I got no problem with that.
That would
It's
just
funny
be
because a lot of people in my
spectacular.
family did work with special needs in activities. The Olympics, Linda was chairman of that thing for years.
That would just be something spectacular. That,
We could bring someone on the show to talk about it.
right? Give back to the community, because I would bet, Freddie, they are in lack of coaches. Where all the other leagues have a lot of coaches, I would bet that this league probably could use some special people to coach these kids.
Well, we can do that, absolutely. We'll bring lights and cameras.
Here I am.
and
I
make
just
it-
signed you up to be a PAL coach for a
you.
special needs league.
But you have the background, so you got to be there.
You got it.
You ain't getting off the hook. You got to do
I
that.
would
I
love
got no
to be
problem
there.
doing that, and I know that Freddie would love doing it. And if Gio was here, we used to coach in New York when they finished playing. I mean, we were around forever.
I would love to be there. Dylan, let's go to a quick commercial break. When we come back, let's find out what Project Uplift is.
Okay.
Got a lot to talk about with these men. See?
Phone number.
888-994-4995, and we will be right back.
Welcome. The Brooklyn Cafe is at Scolovacia. Best pizza in Florida, I'm gonna tell you. Are you getting me doing the cornicione?
Scolovacia has been on Atlantic Avenue for 8 years.
Oh, pizza ball. LeBron James.
We make homemade Neapolitan pizza, which is just like you're walking the streets of Naples, Italy. We make our own homemade mozzarella cheese. Our pizza is the thin crust pizza.
I love it.
Cheesy American
Processed.
There's nothing processed. It's just delicious. Cheers, guys.
Well, your pizza's really good.
Thanks.
I hate you.
I'm telling you, it is the best pizza. And ladies, if you're counting carbs, only 12 carbs in an entire pizza. The whole thing. Come visit Scolovacia. Check it out. 522 East Atlantic Boulevard. Right in Delray Beach.
We gotta try it.
We're gonna eat. You ready? Dig
He
in.
wasn't around doing nothing.
Do you want to learn how to eat healthy? Do you know that vegan food tastes great? Let me show you how I can make vegan, vegetarian, healthy food taste delicious. For more information, contact Chef Zelicious at 561-629-0593. We've made guest appearances on Fox 29 News, CBS 12, PBS, and more. Let my dishes speak for themselves so that you can enjoy healthy eating again. You can follow me on Twitter at Zainab73 and on Facebook and Instagram at Chef Zelicious. That's ChefZelicious. Let's get healthy again. Woo!
And we're back.
It's Impact Tuesday at the Brooklyn Cafe TV. I'm trying to be calm and collected, but I am so impressed and moved by these two men and what you have created. And Freddie knows I'm not often speechless, right?
No, she doesn't. Shut up.
I'm a little speechless on this one because what you gentlemen have created is by far something so spectacular. Yes, there's a difference between men and women. In our community, a lot of
There
women,
is?
well, you know, a lot of women work, a lot of women don't work. They have the luxury of going to luncheons and being part of the charitable foundations and doing what they do in philanthropy. That is their full-time opportunity. Often men and women, they work as well. And what you guys have created with 60 members and Roots and Wings and giving back to these children and the playgrounds, and I'm telling you, I'm a little speechless, but there's one more foundation we have to talk about.
Sometimes less is more.
I'm going to let you do the talking
If you
this one.
cut the ribbon of the red tape, You know, if they come with us on remotes, right? We have a remote planned on Tuesday, anchor in, or we're in different places. All you got to do is show up there, come on the mic, have some coffee, say hello, goodbye. Guys, it's simple.
You know, bring the kids. We did a location shoot. We went to Atlantic High School, and we were working with No Place for Hate. And Jackson Destine was there, and JJ Junot, and Nikki Lulez. Short of the firewall that Atlantic put up so we couldn't go live, we had to record it and then go live.
No, we didn't.
What these kids put together, what these kids put together is a show. We said, create what you want, and we will air it.
And they did.
And they did. And about the next protege coming forward, and to be able to do that again, go to the baseball fields. Imagine taking our show out to the field and bringing what we do, like we did on Sunday, to these kids.
It'd be a spectacle.
It would be spectacular.
And we make them be the show. It's not about us.
No.
A lot of people think that what we do it to highlight us.
Highlight these kids. Imagine putting that baseball game live stream, that they get the same visibility as all these other little league teams, and they go to the national champions and they go worldwide, that we give these kids the same visibility from their home field.
Now, Maura asked me a question the other day. She wanted to know if we can put a gizmo on our cameras to do production remotely, like they do in the NFL and Major League Baseball, which still use wires on the sideline.
What do you mean a gizmo? You're so specific.
Okay, you see that camera?
Wireless
Remember?
receiver.
A wireless receiver.
Okay.
I found them. I found a company. That company that does this thing right here will give these gizmos for you to try.
He's so specific as the producer.
Well, I don't want to name them because
Oh,
I
a
probably did
gizmo.
the wrong
Okay.
deal. But the company that we bought this box from, they will give you the apparatus to put on the cameras to do it remotely. So you just have to have the right cause. This would be the right cause. So to answer your question, yes, it does exist, and yes, we're going to get our hands on it.
Great.
And then we could do a live stream broadcast from any park because it's done off the satellite.
How amazing would that be?
It's
How
pretty
amazing would it be
spectacular.
for you
Let's do
to
it.
come and gift and help us gift to a teacher?
We
one
would
of the
be honored
counselors?
to.
Oh, that'd be kind of strange. We go with lights and a lot of noise, and we have a DJ that has all this. I mean, we go a little bit loud.
Well, we might have to do it then at one of the where the teachers get awarded in front of the other teachers. That would
Absolutely.
really be spectacular.
We do in Spanish it's called parranda. You know what parranda is? It's like Christmas caroling. So we come with a band, somebody sings, and I got a singer right now who's volunteering to come out and do this.
Well, think about it, right? And again, you see on all the networks, you see the National Teacher, Best Teacher Award. One teacher gets awarded nationally. But you know what? Not everyone gets that one national. I know everyone gets a trophy, but they don't. But all of these teachers that get awarded by you and these kids, they all deserve the recognition because the impact they are making in these kids' lives and these kids and then their families' lives.
A different thing. Yeah.
It's enormous, right? You're not just touching one life. You are touching multiple lives and families. And like you said, you go home and these kids tell their parents, and you know what? Their parents have more respect for what the kids are doing every day. And instead of just, did you have a good day in school, which is always a yes or no question, as opposed to what did you do in school today, which is the open-ended side of it, right? You become more engaging.
Yes, Miss Goldstein, which is probably not alive anymore, in the third grade, Miss Goldstein, I was in love with her. Third grade teacher, I didn't speak English very well, changed my life, made me the human being that I am today, because every time I almost did something wrong, I thought of Miss Goldstein. She says, you keep it clean, keep it simple, and you'll be all right.
And I got to say, you gentlemen, you keep it clean and you keep it simple. That is beautiful.
See, women love it when it's simple because they get all complicated.
We complicate it in our heads, right?
Harmonium.
You do. You need the dress, you need the purse, you need the this for the luncheon, you need the raffles, you need all of these things to complicate it.
It is
It's
painful
really
being
not
a woman.
complicated.
Painful.
It can be a little complicated.
Painful being a woman.
That's what's the beautiful thing about the
Maura,
three of
if
you
you
that are
want-
sitting here. It's very for with Dylan.
If you
Very
want to be
simple.
a man, let me know because it's painful being a woman. It is painful.
Including the shoes. I'm just saying, right?
This one had to take the shoes they gave her yesterday to the shoe store because.
I think it's more painful to be a man.
Nah, yeah, because we got to live with
'Cause you
women.
gotta you gotta listen to it.
That's true.
But
we
you-
have earplugs.
But you have simplified it. But I also want to know, what is Project Uplift?
Well, Project Uplift started as a situation where we wanted to work with children who needed a little extra help in reading to pass the FSA test. So a year ago, we worked with just the third grade at
Now, what
Pine
is
Grove.
the FAS test? I'm not familiar.
It's the Florida State
Oh,
Standardized testing.
Okay.
That is, every third grader is administered the test, and if you don't pass the reading portion, you don't go on to fourth grade.
I thought there was no more leaving kids back or whatever that was.
One
No
time.
child left behind?
But of course, the worst part is once you've been left behind because you don't know how to read, how is that helping you learn how to read the next year?
So how does it work then?
Well, so our goal is to try to help those third graders who are in need and who want to hand up, because our program is voluntary.
Okay.
The school doesn't demand that the child go into the program. The school recommends that the children go. It's an after-school program. So the most important thing for me is that we hire the teachers in the school who volunteer to be paid, but they volunteer to stay that extra hour, hour and a half after school, 2 or 3 days a week, to help kids pass that test. And they get to teach what the kids need, because Florida public school system dictates what you can teach in the classroom and what you can't teach in the classroom. So as an example, we had a foundation that gave us some money, and one of the members of the board of that foundation came with me to Orchard View, and we went into we went into one of our after-school classrooms, which was a third grade class, and they were doing phonics. Now, phonics is not something you should be teaching at the third grade. It's really a first grade activity. And as we left the classroom, the gentleman said, "Wasn't that phonics that they were teaching?" And she said, the principal said, "Yes, it was." And she said, "We're not allowed to teach phonics during the day in the classroom. But the great thing about Ted's program is we can teach the kids what they need to be taught after school." And I kind of understand that, because, you know, if a child, say some child has just come from out of the country, from Haiti, and they're now in the second grade, can you imagine if they don't know English, that they can't learn English because they have to start with the basics of phonics, and yet they don't have that opportunity?
Well, think about it, right? If you're special needs and you have an IEP, so you have your individualized education plan, you can get the resources you need to meet your needs, right? When you're an ESOL, you were an ESOL student, English is a second language, you got the resources you need to help you speak English, right? So those are flagged out. All of the rest of the community, these other kids that aren't gifted, right? Now you've got the whole rest of the pool. They need to learn, and not all these kids learn the same way.
Hold on a second. You know, I'm a real simple guy from the past.
I know, I complicate it for you too.
I look up at the stars, I see the moon, the sun. I mean, I see
Well,
things.
that's why 3D Learner was so remarkable.
Well, hold on a second, because I am so freaking confused. I feel like getting up and walking out of here. You have people from other countries that don't speak the language. That's one set of problems. There's a whole lot of stuff that goes with that, but
Yes.
let's stay there for a minute. Then you have special ed, which is a whole different set of problems. You can't even teach the same thing to those two clusters.
Correct. And then
Not
you've got
to
the rest
mention-
of the population.
Hold on, not to mention bullied kids, abused kids,
Yeah.
not to mention kids that aren't eating right, so they can't think right. I mean, if you can't eat right, how you going to think
How about
right?
the kids that don't even have a bed, right? We talked about that.
All right, so we got all these clusters of issues, and we're going to
gonna cry.
use one Band-Aid to cure these ills. I mean, what the hell is wrong with us? Are we like lost complete touch with reality? Now, the biggest question, and everybody's going to write in, who's going to pay for it? So where do you get the funding to do these after schools? What needs to be done? I'm going to tell you, I had a dream 3 years ago that I was walking down I-95. I had 10,000 kids with me, and we closed it all down. And they kept coming on, and we walked to Miami to make a statement, to say we had enough. And everybody in that crowd was represented, because every day is another problem. Right?
Right.
If you took your money out of every bank, everybody got together and took all their monies out of the bank for one day, you would shut this economy down. I guarantee it. So, because sometimes you got to go big to get things done. Where do you get the funding? What do you get after hours? Because you're going to need materials. Where do you get that stuff from?
Well, the materials, we help provide the materials, and we pay for the teachers. So the program per school is basically $20,000 for the year. It's $10,000 for each half of the year. So it was originally only 5 because we only worked with the third graders. But what we found after the first year was the problem doesn't start at the third grade.
It doesn't.
It starts at the second or at the first grade. So this year we're experimenting by going down just to the second grade, and we're at 2 schools. So we got a matching grant from the Virginia and Harvey Kimmel Family Fund for $10,000 if we could match it. We got other matching gifts and other gifts from foundations. So
Okay.
our first year we only raised $25,000. Last year we raised $65,000. This year we were extremely fortunate. We raised a little over $200,000.
Wow.
So we've gifted $85,000 this year back into the public school system in Delray Beach. We did an LLI gift for the kit that went to Spady because that's what they asked for. We're giving $5,000 each to the other 3 elementary schools in Delray that have asked us to help them with a program that will maybe have some impact in helping them at that 3rd grade level. And we're committed to helping every child that wants to learn and every child that commits to learning to help them get better. And that's all we
That's
can
an
try to do.
amazing story. And you guys are doing this, and you have full-time jobs. And
Well,
you
this
still-
is my full time.
This would
This is what you do full time. Okay. I mean, because
He's still working.
And Chuck, you have a contracting company.
Yes, I do.
And he works hard at that, but he also, every week, he's doing something extra. He's getting money together so we can go out and give turkeys at Thanksgiving to all the firemen. And he's next month he's working on the police
first
ball.
responders, that
Police
type of
gala.
deal.
Yeah, the police gala.
He's done a million different things that he's always. We both members of DBI, Delray Beach Initiative, where we gifted over $40,000 to 2 different charities this last year.
That's an amazing.
You say you're verklempt? I am speechless at the impact that you gentlemen
That's
make
amazing.
on this community.
I mean, we've been on television and radio for the last 3 years, and we've even had a mic open so that if you have a not-for-profit and you have a call, even the cops too, we've asked them, come on down, sit down, have a chit-chat with us, tell us how your day is going. Now, we've had people come in here and sit down. They don't know why they're here. They just felt that they needed to be here. That's happened to us and to Dan a number of times. But what you guys are doing is it's just remarkable.
right?
I mean, this is unbelievable. You know something? We should have these guys. We should be giving them something. Maybe on March 23rd, because I'm gonna tell you, appreciation goes a long way. And what you guys are doing right now, you're saving a lot of lives. So I applaud. I didn't know you were coming today. I had never heard of this organization at all, but I applaud. And again, I tip my hat for what you guys are doing. It's an amazing story.
How can
Amazing.
people get more information about all of the foundations that you work with?
Well, Impact 100 for Men has a website which is www.impact100men.org, and it talks about the 2 charities that we've given our money to. And it talks about how you can sign up and become a member. And then Roots and Wings has a website, and we're also on Facebook. And our website is www.rootsandwingsinc.org. So,
I got a deal for you. Monday night at the radio station in Boca, at 6 o'clock, we have an opening. It's called Tell Us Your Biz, is the name of the show. I want you guys to host Tell Us Your Biz this coming Monday. No cost, no obligation, no nothing. It is your show, 27 minutes. Talk about whatever you want. Bring whoever you want. It sits 4 people at a time. You could bring 100, and we'll put them in every 5 minutes, every 3 minutes. I really don't care. But I want to bring this on. It's at the NN Studios at the radio station itself. And I'm going to invite the house because I think your story needs to be heard. What is it? The greatest books written are the ones that are read, right?
Yep.
It's time to read the story. And I hope that you guys will take me up on this thing. I would love you guys to come down and do this on Monday.
give us further information. I'll be there.
We'll
I'll
get
give
all
you
the
anything you
information
want.
out to you. Thank you, gentlemen, so much. Oh my gosh. Truly amazing, right?
I'm speechless.
For you and I both to be speechless, that's not an easy feat,
It's
is it?
Wow.
Thank you so much, Ted and Chuck, and more to come. We have so much to share, and anything we can do for all of it. I'm
We're
telling
here.
you, I really want to look in more. Let's give them a call. And I think you got yourself a new league to coach.
I got nothing with that. I got no problem with that.
You know what? You, Freddie, me, we bring the crew out. Let's give these kids, let's
do
give
it.
them some spotlight to shine in,
Nah.
and the teachers.
Thanks for
so
having
much
us.
for the time.
Thank you
for
so
having
much.
us.
Stay tuned. We're back in 2 and 2, 95.3 FM, 1470 AM, switching over, 888-565-1470, and we will be right back.
You have been removed from the conference.
Thank you for listening to the Del Walmsley Radio Show, teaching you the opposite of everything you've been taught, so you can obtain the results you've never obtained. Join us 7 days a week. Can't get enough? Visit DelOnTheRadio.com to listen to the Del Walmsley Radio Show, access past show podcasts, and join the conversation.
The information and opinions you hear on the Del Walmsley Radio Show are those of the host, Del Walmsley, his guests, and his callers, and do not necessarily reflect the opinions of this station, its affiliates, its management, or advertisers. The Del Walmsley Show is for entertainment purposes only. Please consult a professional regarding your personal investment needs. Nothing presented on the Del Walmsley Show constitutes an endorsement, recommendation, offer, or solicitation to buy or sell any product or security.
This
AM
is
1470 WNN with more of what you need to know.
Get all the latest on health with caller health questions and comments, breaking health news, the health alternative, outrage, and mystery of the week. Dr. Bob Martin Show, Sundays at 10 a.m.
The Money Talk Radio Network is WSBR Boca Raton, W280DU Boca Raton, and W245BC Lauderdale Lakes.
Homeowners, would you like to save money each and every month? Of course you would. We all want to save money, but how? By calling Debbie at I Will Advisors, that's how, and have her review your homeowner's policy. Most homeowners never review their policy, but it should be reviewed every year. You commercial property owners, same goes for you. So what are you waiting for? Call Debbie at I Will Advisors and start saving money. 954-753-8080. 954-753-8080.
Selfless service is the guiding principle that drives Army National Guard soldiers to be always ready whenever disaster strikes. They are your next-door neighbors and your colleagues in schools, offices, and factories. To be a Guard soldier is to stand ready to serve at all times for family, for community, and for country. To learn more, log on to NationalGuard.com or contact an Army National Guard recruiter in your area. Sponsored by the Florida Army National Guard. Aired by the Florida Association of Broadcasters and this station.
Taking over-the-counter or prescription drugs unnecessarily is a drag, whereas feeling great like you used to is the way it ought to be. Learn how to feel, function, and perform to your full health potential. Tune into the Dr. Bob Martin Show, Sunday morning at 10 on Talk 1470 WNN.
Now you can get Talk 1470 WNN on 95.3 FM too. Loud and clear, Health and Wealth Radio, WNN.
If a tree falls in the woods and no one is around to hear it, does it make a sound? Have you ever felt that your voice goes unheard? And you think that you can make a difference if only someone would just listen? It's time for women in business to have a place to step into your power, a platform to embrace your hopes, dreams, and your visions. A voice to heal and restore. Your voice can make a difference. We have the platform to share your story and let your voice be heard. Be kind to yourself. Give yourself the chance to be heard and shine bright. Contact New Dawn Media by texting CAFE to 80800. That's CAFE to 80800.
Are you benefiting from your cup of solitude in the morning? Don't worry, be happy with One Mean Bean CBD coffee in your cup. One Mean Bean is a one-of-a-kind organic CBD-infused coffee available in K-cups with a variety of specialty roasts derived from 19 different countries, many distinct flavors, and now Kentucky bourbon made proudly in Lexington, Kentucky. Your coffee bean dream doesn't stop there. No, with edibles, tropical formulations, and chocolate-covered coffee beans, to name a few. All products are made with only the highest quality CBD gold-pressed oils for maximum health benefits. So live your dream with One Mean Bean and CBD today and fight inflammation, reduce anxiety, and feel your best self. Find us at onemeanbean.com to place your order. For wholesale orders, please contact us at 844-441-4CBD. 100% money back guarantee within the first month if you are not completely satisfied. Cruise Planners, an American Express travel representative, has a tremendous reputation for quality, service, and very competitive pricing for all of your travel needs. As a Cruise Planners travel advisor, Paul Vadiano will help you discover exciting adventures around the world, from cruises to land tours and completely packaged vacations. Paul specializes in all types of travel and will create an unforgettable vacation, wedding, or event just for you. Find Paul at www.cruiseoptics.com, on Facebook, or by phone at 561-232-2626. We make your travel dreams come true.
It's lunchtime, and the Brooklyn Cafe is open for business. Live from Studio A in the heart of Delray Gallery, Dawn and Freddie S. and their team are ready to serve up a huge portion of fun for lunch with friends and neighbors. So let's break open that lunch pail and unwrap that sandwich you brought and take a front row seat in the Brooklyn Cafe and get ready to enjoy some humor and hot topics. It's time to get a healthy serving of hope and happiness to help your day go by with a smile. Your hosts, Dawn and Freddie S., are ready to talk about food, health, dating, or just plain dream making. If you have a story to share, a movie review, restaurant critique, or just a coincidental thing that happened to you, call in toll free at 888-565-1470 right now. Sit back and enjoy your lunch break at the Brooklyn Cafe. Here are your hosts, Dawn and Freddie S.
I'll tell the world, I'll sing the song. It's a better place since you came along. Since you came
And welcome to the Brooklyn Cafe. Is a great song. That's a great song.
Old school.
Old school, baby. Welcome to all our friends in South Florida Talk. Welcome to our friends in Boston, LA, San Francisco, and New York as well. If you missed the first hour of the show, you want to tune in back because holy smokes.
My eye is still tearing.
That is amazing what went on there.
Freddie, to leave both of us speechless on the same show. These two men are truly remarkable. We had Ted, we had Chuck from Impact 100 Men, and what they've created about giving back to different foundations in our community through the men. And if you didn't think that was impactful enough, Roots and Wings and giving back, and Project Uplift with the teachers and rewarding teachers and kids and making a difference in the special needs, no barriers playground. That was the first award winner at Miller Park. I'm telling you, my eyes, I don't even know what to say
First
anymore.
responders are working with the fire department, they're working with the police department, they're bringing out awards and everything else. You know, the amazing thing about these gentlemen for me was that they don't come in huffing and puffing their chests out. They don't come in and say, you know what I did, you know what I'm doing. They don't do that. No. They came in as humble as pie. I didn't know they were going to be here. I had no idea what the hell they did. But they came in here, they said their story, and they touched everybody.
When I met Ted, and I have to tell you, the power of social media, and Paula Rain with Raina Media, who we are a client of, when she gave us some suggestions for social media. Now, you know how many, you get friend requests, but you have so many friends you can't even accept them.
Yeah.
They're still finding me, and I do, and it takes me a long time to go through them. I go through every single friend request to see what they do. I want to know who we're engaging with. And this gentleman found us through Eat Better, Live Better with Deborah Tendrich, and his story, and then Susie Broad, who puts children in beds to sleep at night who don't have beds. I mean, the foundations that we have in our community are so remarkable. And these men, what they have created, and for the teachers and the kids and the leaders of our community, the next leaders of our community, these children from Title I schools, these kids that can't afford food, and these kids that don't have technology, and the special needs children that didn't even have a playground to play on.
Yep.
I mean, think about that. Now they have a baseball league where every kid, Freddie, gets a home run.
A miracle league.
Tomorrow we got to reach out to them.
We're going to try to go down there and do some work. Now,
Truly
the other thing
remarkable.
is they are going to be doing a show on WNN 95.3 FM 1470 AM on Monday night from 7 to 8. They're bringing the house. Tune in, call in, do what you got to do, be part of this thing. This is what the Brooklyn Cafe on Ice is all about. I mean, I have nothing more to say after they did that show.
You have nothing to say, right? It just
Unbelievable.
They just wrapped it all up in an hour. If you ever want to know what we do at the Brooklyn Cafe TV,
Tune into that.
watch our last hour, hit rewind, hashtag replay, whatever you want to call it, but it sums up everything that we do pretty much right there in a nutshell.
Ain't no lie. Also, I wanted to give a shout out to Jody at WNN. I told her I was going to do this. Embarrass her. You know what? Come upstairs to the 5th floor, 1640 North.
1650.
1652. 1650
South Dixie Highway.
Dixie Highway. Go upstairs, go to the office on the left, say hello to Jody, and then leave. But just try that. See if we can embarrass her a little bit.
You can find us on 95.3 FM 1470 AM live streaming all over social media at the Brooklyn Cafe TV. And give us a call, 888-565-1470. And a very important announcement, save the date. March 23rd, 2019. You know, when I was typing it up, for some reason I kept putting the wrong year. 2019, March 23rd, 7 o'clock p.m. It is a Saturday night. It is a family fun event. The Florida Panthers are playing the Boston Bruins, and that's kind of the side gig. The main highlight is it is the Brooklyn Cafe on Ice. We are bringing all the foundations that we work with to be a part of the Brooklyn Cafe TV on Ice, which means if you are a 501c3 foundation or a for-profit and you would like to be a part of what we're doing, let us know. We will send you the information out. $6 from every ticket purchased through the link that the Florida Panthers has provided. It goes back to the foundation of your choice under all of those that we are working with. We currently have 10 foundations that we're working with. Tickets have already been sold, and each ticket provides a ticket, parking. The $85 level includes all-you-can-eat food, drink, ticket, and parking. We are doing a live show at 5:30 up at the Chairman's Club, so everyone is invited to participate in our live show. And at the end of the game, we are doing a
slap shot.
So your ticket is inclusive of all of that, plus $6 of all of those tickets goes right back to the foundation of your choice, from Smith Smiles to Rosie Foundation to Roots and Wings, you name it. And they're involved. I'm so excited to be able to give back.
And this is an opportunity for you to raise awareness for your not-for-profit, to raise some money for your not-for-profit. Or just come. Or just come on down and have fun. Now, what we did on Sunday, when we did the 18th Street deal, I wish that we had invited, it was their deal, but we should have invited all the not-for-profits there because there was 300-400 people there.
So we'll reach out again. We've got some time. We got a couple months to really grow this whole event, and it's all about exposure. And if your foundation is able to earmark 50 tickets, you will have your own information table down at the first level of the arena as well to give away any information, to share anything you want about your foundation. And just push it out. Now, we're going to network our foundations now.
That's right. Now, I got to ask our producer, Maura, we're leaving Tuesday to anchor in on the road? Yes? That would be a yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
She's thinking about
it's
it.
It's official.
I told you, Tuesday.
Tuesday, yes. I did it yesterday. I got it booked. Okay. Tuesday, we will be at Anchor Inn. Now, do you know where that is?
It is in Lake Worth. It's on Woolbright and I-95.
So we want you to come on up and join the party. We're going to be doing the show 2 hours from there and the radio and everything else. We want people to come. We are going to ask our new friend from the limos service.
Hey, Mr. DJ.
Hey, Mr. DJ. He's going to have a car there so you can take some pictures and you can sort of show off and say how you like how to go to work.
I know what I have hidden back here. Well, this was the necklace I came with. Yesterday I got new shoes, right? We had Paul Lorraine and I got a beautiful pair of black pumps with gold ankle straps.
Very nice, yes.
Right. Today, Catherine Rudnick is back from Katia Designs, and she made me this beautiful necklace. And she created this piece for me when we were at Conscious Co-op. She literally created it because we changed the bottom, right? Because this spoke to me. And she's got this patented clip on here that is by far, ladies, changes all of your jewelry. I know it sounds funny and silly, but I'm telling you, when you double your necklaces, it won't be choking you anymore. So she has this patented apparatus, and now she's even changed it more. I get jewelry, Freddie. It's like so amazing.
And then she complains. Right, and there's a woman that complains.
Yes, it gets complicated. The first hour was much more simple. It's a little more complicated now, but it's all good what we do in the cafe.
I don't say nothing. She complains.
But give us a call, 888-565-1470. You had like a lot of new guests that you didn't know.
I didn't know anybody. I didn't even know the ladies were coming on.
I put the post on. He says, I don't know any of these people coming on. I said, you know Catherine. He says, I don't know anyone else. But you know what? It's time to bring on some new guests. I think it's fantastic. And Beth we have here from Sadkin. And I met Beth through Amanda at Salt Suite. Amanda said, you need a guest? I said, we always need guests. She said, you need to reach out to Beth, and she gave me your flyer. And, of course, it was during winter break, and Beth must have young children, so we put it off until now. She has no idea what we do, how we do it, except Amanda says we'll take care of her. Okay. So we're going to take care of her. You
what
be
does
nice.
she do?
I'm completely unprepared. And I didn't bring any gifts, so I feel really like I let you guys down.
Honey, you being here is a gift.
Just got to get closer to the mic.
Closer to the mic.
Yes,
okay.
Because they need to hear you at the radio station. This cord goes all the way down there.
Okay.
So tell us a little bit about what you do.
So I am a certified Sadkin practitioner.
What? What?
What that
Sadkin.
means. The Sadkin complex was created by Dr. Sadkin over 30 years ago. He's a cardiologist. He was a cardiologist in Russia and Italy, and he had originally created this program to help his patients lower their cholesterol, help their blood pressure. He found that the program he created, which he created by studying cultures where the people lived to 100 years old or more, and that's how he created this program, by studying their cultures. And he found it also helped with diabetes and migraines and menopausal symptoms, as well as a host of other symptoms.
Diabetes, I'm in. Now
I'm in for menopause and all that other stuff.
Hold on. There are people here saying they lost 105 pounds, 93 pounds in 3.25 months.
That's correct.
That's a ton of weight.
It is, and it's an all-natural. So while it does sound like it's quick and it's a lot, it is an all-natural program. We combine acupressure. We use acupressure points behind the ears to control hunger and detox the body. So you're flushing the fatty tissue into metabolism and out of your system. So that combined with intermittent fasting, which is actually quite big right now. The acupressure helps with the intermittent fasting. And then there's also a temporary food plan to go along with it.
Holy smokes. Okay, so we put pins behind
It's not the pins, right? They tell me it's balls?
It's balls. So
balls?
It's balls.
Or beads. You could call them beads or
we
little
call
balls.
them balls.
Yeah.
We call balls.
They're little steel balls.
How do you stick them in the skin?
We use medical tape to keep them fixed to the back of the ear. So we start at the top of the ear with the stomach and liver. We move to the gallbladder and spleen and the colon and intestines as well.
Are you kidding me?
So it goes along the whole back of the ear, not even on the top?
It's all the back of the ear, so it's really not visible.
Because, you know, Freddie, your ear, you're not going to... Your ear is
Honey,
an
you can put
upside
a ball
down.
In my ear. Don't worry about it. 100 pounds? I'm
for
in.
acupressure is like a an upside down fetus, and that's how they find the organs on your ear.
Now, how do you know this?
I just do.
No, you don't just do. Nothing about you just do. How do you know this?
It's one of the things I know.
Really?
Yeah.
I know that's surprising you after all this time.
No, nothing surprising. Trust you me, nothing surprising.
But I didn't realize it's more than weight loss. And Catherine, you're a trainer and you're so into nutrition, right?
Yeah.
Imagine being able to use acupressure with these balls to really help.
What's in the balls?
They're just little metal balls.
They're steel balls.
There's no chemicals or anything in them?
Nothing. They're just working because they're on the pressure points.
So if I stick my finger on there and I held it all day, it's the same difference?
It's really not.
I'm a guy, honey. You gotta sort of float with my brain.
So I affix them to the back of the ear. They serve as a tool. But if you need to rotate the balls, go ahead, give me the jokes.
How do you rotate
them? Or you rub them, right?
You rotate them behind the ear for 40 times every 2 hours.
Wait, are they on your head or your ear?
They're behind the ear. So my thumb, like for example, if I had them here, my thumb is on them, and it looks like this. and you're rotating them 40 times nice and slowly towards your nose.
So it's like where your ear joins your head is where you are.
For the
Pretty
top,
much.
the top
Right for the top?
spot. For
Okay,
the,
so
for
hold
the
on. So what are
stomach and liver.
you doing as you're rubbing these balls in your head?
You're stimulating the point
Yeah.
that is for the stomach and liver. That one spot is for the stomach and
And
liver.
that's how I'm going to lose 100 pounds?
That combined with the shortened time frame for eating, that's really what intermittent fasting is, which, by the way, intermittent fasting is so great for a host of other things. Heart health, against cancers, it's great for your mental capacity. It actually helps with Alzheimer's to steer clear of it. It's great for on so many levels.
It makes your body work.
It makes your body process foods better.
I do it.
I know you do, but can you imagine how does it help with diabetes?
All of it it's just flushing the fatty tissue out of your body, so it all combines together.
Just with the acupressure, right? So this isn't even extra medication, supplements?
There's no medication, no supplements. It's really just the acupressure combined with the intermittent fasting. We do have a food plan that goes along with it. The food you get to choose, but it's primarily fruits and vegetables and some protein. So we're trying to gear
Amazing,
people,
huh?
just break their habits and gear them towards a healthier way of living.
So, okay, this has been some day today. I'm like on overdrive here. All right, so let me ask a question, because you've been seen on many different places. I mean, there's ABC here, there's NBC.
It's been around for 30 years, yeah.
Okay, so where did you learn this system?
So I personally trained with Dr. Sadkin up in New York. I went in the month of April last year for a whole month, and I was ready for springtime in New York because that's how I remember April in New York, being a New Yorker. And it was 30-something degrees the entire time, so...
not so springy, huh?
Not so springy, but...
You sprung up to action, I can tell you that.
But I learned quite a bit during my time with him, and he trained me on how to do the acupressure.
And you came to Florida?
I was living here, and I went there for the month to train.
Okay, and where did people go to see you? Do you evaluate them?
Wait till you find out where she is. You're not even going to believe it.
She's right there next door.
Pretty much.
I'm not next door, but I am really close. I'm the corner of Power Line and Palmetto, so right in Boca.
Look at his face.
Yeah, but she's by Daphne.
She's right next to Daphne. I know.
You gotta be kidding me.
I know. It just gets better and better, doesn't it?
Yeah, but Nino's is a good friend of ours.
Nino's helping Vitamin Concepts. Yep.
They're all friends.
Oh yeah, right in my plaza.
See,
absolutely.
Right next door to you. Okay, so you go in and you say, okay, I want to do the program. Then what happens?
So I just get some health background on people, and then we go over exactly what the program entails, and then we customize the food plan that's right for them. And combined with, I set up their phone for the rotations. Most people won't remember to rotate their balls every 2 hours unless we put a little alarm clock on their phone. So we do that.
So you just massage it?
And then I teach them how to do the acupressure to themselves, because I'm putting the ball in the spot and then they are doing the acupressure. And we meet every 10 days. And I serve really as a weight loss coach. I talk to the clients throughout each 10-day period. I get texts from the grocery store all the time. Is this okay on the program? What should I do? And that sort of thing. We share recipes.
How do you stick the balls on there? How
With
do you
a
keep
medical
them?
tape.
Medical, two-sided tape?
It's not two-sided.
What's medical tape?
It's like
That white
fabric
stuff?
tape that just stays on. I want to ask you a question.
Exactly.
What if you don't need to lose weight? You just want to regulate your hormones without synthetic hormones, or you're diabetic. It's not about the weight, but you want to
It's
help
always about the weight.
regulate your diabetes. Can we come to you just for that?
Absolutely. And there have definitely been people on the program that maybe don't need to lose weight, but maybe went through chemotherapy and just want to do a complete detox and get all the medicine out of their system. They've completed their program and they do a detox. So we've certainly had people on the program for that reason as well.
How long do you have to keep them balls in your ear?
It really depends on the person and what their goal is.
Really?
So
And once you
for
take them
everyone, it's
off, do you
different.
explode again? I mean...
Definitely, I've never had anyone explode.
Well, you know what I mean? You go from losing 100 pounds to gaining 200 pounds.
Really what we're working on is changing the habit so that people can make healthy choices going forward. So
I like
it should help them ongoing.
I'm thinking hormones and menopause. Forget the weight loss.
I think the line for the women should be around the block.
I'm telling you.
Just saying.
How close is it, right? Pretty simple. All right, give us a call. We're going to take a quick commercial break. More with Sadkin and Katya Designs. We're going to talk jewelry, weight loss, hormones, right up your alley. 888-565.
Where are my guys? The guys left.
1470, the guys left you. We'll be right back.
At Carmen Care Advanced Laser Therapy, our professional team specializes in finding the best alternative laser therapy treatments for your painful conditions. Do you suffer with chronic pain, a post-traumatic injury, or simply looking for the benefits of cell rejuvenation to the skin? Schedule a consultation today to understand how photobiomodulation can help reduce your symptoms, reduce or even eliminate pain. Give us a call today, 561-405-9577. We focus on treating you who has a disease, not a disease that defines who you are. Contact Carmen Care Laser Therapy today, 561-405-9577 or carmencarelaser.com.
VCAR Global. VCAR Global is the world's smartest business card that virtually allows a person or business to digitally share all of their information. With a VCard, sharing information is one simple click away. No need to open emails, websites, or social media. Updating information is easy and instant. VCard Global is the ultimate marketing tool, transforming the way we connect, communicate, and collaborate to grow your business. Text JENNG to 80800. Revolutionize your business card. For information, contact Jennifer. Text JENNG to 80800 for your free digital business card today.
Thank you for watching the Brooklyn Cafe, where every day is a new adventure. If you'd like to join Dawn and Freddie S. at the cafe, give them a call at 888-565-1470 toll free. Come on in for a cup of coffee or call to share a thought for the day and get all the information you need to help your business grow. Don't forget, sharing is caring, and to like this video. Let's reopen the cafe doors now. Back to Dawn and Freddie S.
And we're back.
And we're back at the Brooklyn Cafe TV. You know, you've got me a little bit up live and up close on this shot. I was kind of liking the further away aspect
No, I
in
like
the
this
first
better.
hour.
I didn't know what I was doing.
It's because you didn't set the cameras first
That's
hour.
right.
I
That's
did.
the sheet. That's what it was?
Yeah.
No, we're going to make it. I want to put it isolation on her. I'm going to sit over there and just isolate on her like we used to do. Old school.
Zoom in on the eyes. Isn't that what you tell me in production? You focus on the
Never
eyes.
heard of that. Never heard
Super
of that.
John. Always focus on the
Super
eyes.
John.
Super John.
Who's that?
Super John.
He's gone.
Our
Listen,
John
this
Doe.
segment of the show is brought to you by...
Brought to you. Awesome, is
He's
he?
what?
Coming to Cafe on Ice.
Yeah, right. I heard he was coming here about 2 months ago, too.
Give us a call, 888-565-1470. This segment of our show brought to you by VCard. You know, when you run out of your business cards or you open up your purse, ladies, and they all fall on the floor, or in my case,
Spill coffee on
spill
them.
coffee all over them, and now you cannot reach anyone that you just met on Sunday at a 3-hour event. You need the VCard, which is your virtual business marketing tool, digital marketing tool. To receive ours, go to your text function. Start a new text, type in 80800. In the message, type in CAFE, C-A-F-E. You will get all of our information, and apparently we need to update it according to Dylan.
Yes, I got the Dylan memo.
You'll get our information, and you will be able to download your free V-card, so you'll be able to share it out with your business. It's like having a website in your phone, and when I spill coffee all over the 15 business cards on Sunday, you know what I say first? My phone. So if everyone had had a V-card, I would still have all their contact information that I do not have anymore.
That's right. So if you spill Fuji Frida juice on it, you got to get rid of the cards.
Or the Dunkin' Donuts free latte that I spilt on it.
Or you need to go back and get them, and everybody's left already because it's after 4.
That happened too.
If you had the V card in place, none of that would happen. So check it out. Get your V card.
Have you guys tried this nitro coffee at Starbucks?
Yes,
No.
you are about to take off. Let me tell you something.
I haven't had it.
stuff is crazy.
Let me tell you something. You ever heard of this program?
I think
Because
so.
you need detoxing. When you drink that,
oh my God.
Do you know what that is?
I feel, I don't even know what's in it, but.
What's in it?
It's crazy.
That's 99% caffeine.
You know, it's been a long time since we've had Catherine on.
Yes, it has. And she's about to go to.
Well, you know, I discovered this 3 days ago.
Stop drinking
because
that.
coffee never affected me that much. So I had it. I'm like.
It wakes you up, right?
I think I'm awake.
Wait, it's
crazy,
it's
right?
going to deteriorate your arteries. Stop
All right.
drinking
Don't
that.
scare me.
I have to scare you.
Beth, does the Sadkin, when you detox, do you have any strange effects from the detox?
You feel energized.
You don't get sick?
No,
you don't get sick. When you're detoxing the liver and stomach, you're definitely releasing a lot of toxins. You might be a little bit lightheaded the first couple of days, but that's about it.
One of the problems with being a diabetic is that you have the gut leakage.
Leaky gut?
Leaky gut. And your gut gets bigger and bigger, and then people wonder, why the hell am I sick? A lot of stuff happens bad. So when you want to lose the weight, that's why you lose it. The sugar becomes less and less. Then you have to do some other things to maintain it. That's one of the things I've learned about being a diabetic. You can lose 30 pounds in one day, gain 5 back, and your sugar goes up to where it was.
It's
Tricky.
maintenance. You know, it might be worth a try, the acupressure balls.
I'm thinking, I'm practicing. I'm putting this earpiece in and practicing the balls.
Our friend Amanda from Salt Suite, who I absolutely adore. I haven't been there in way too long because we got a little busy the past couple weekends, but I need to go back. I guess is a friend of Beth's, and we were trying to get Amanda here today to join us, but she was a little busy. But Beth was a little nervous coming on. I said, we're going to talk women in business, and she walks in and she sees all these men. She says, what happened?
The first hour?
I thought we were talking women in business, and I've got all the men. I said, yeah, that was the first hour.
I didn't get the memo either. I'm saying, who are these guys? But more, what a show you put on there.
Right, women in business, and we have Catherine from Katia Designs, and you've got the most amazing pieces of jewelry. Tell us about what you do.
Thank you so much. So I design jewelry, and what I do is I make each pendant. Most of my pendants are made with bronze or copper. And I put inspirational messages on the bag, such as love, inspire, gratitude, dream, you got this. Really, really good stuff. And so I want to give you a little demo how my necklaces work. Okay, guys? So each one comes with a crystal and a pendant. As you can see here, this is a Buddha. You know, I know some people like Buddhas here.
Yes, I wear Buddhas all the time.
And so it comes with this double-sided magnetic clasp. Right here, that you can put on anywhere you want. So if, for example, today you want this crystal to be like a choker, right? So I'm going to put the clasp right here. And do you see this? Just like that. So you can put it on. It takes literally 2 seconds to put it on. And then if tomorrow I want the Buddha to be on the top and crystal on the bottom, I just switch it up. So it's a versatile necklace that you can design each day to your liking, whatever you're wearing, if you're wearing a dress, a t-shirt. And the style of my jewelry is boho chic, you could say, I guess. The pendants are very earthy. I actually make them.
Do you make that Buddha also?
It takes, what?
You made the Buddha too?
I make each single pendant.
Wow.
I mean,
That
this is
Buddha.
Hamsa. Every single pendant I make from scratch, and that's why they're all slightly different. They're kind of one of a kind. And so you can, you know, and the messages also, you know, each piece is very different. And so you can see right now I'm wearing 3 necklaces. So you can wear 1 or you can wear 3. There's really no wrong way about it. And it really comes down to a message. What message? The way I suggest to my clients to pick what they like, because it can be overwhelming, you know, when they're looking at all this stuff. I say pick the pendant of your choice, the message that speaks to you. And then I can put it on whatever necklace with whatever crystal you want and make it yours.
Now I have to ask
Amanda says she's still watching.
Hi, Amanda. We
Amanda,
miss
how
you.
are
Come
you?
back.
Now, one of the things that we learned with Amanda was that people, I guess maybe it's the end of the year, beginning of the year, you want to start new, you want to shed that old skin, you want to lose some weight, just saying.
Yep.
And this stuff carries all sorts of energies that you can't explain, it just happens.
Yeah.
I noticed that your chains have changed.
Yes, because this is a piece I got from you.
You know what? And I'll tell you that I evolve. You know, my line has from the first time I met you guys to where I am today, it's just gotten.
You've refined it too.
I refined it, you know, and I gotten chance to do so many events where I interact with women, and I can see what they're drawn to, what they like, and it's just sort of an organic process where I tend to create more of what my clients want with my signature on it, you know?
Right.
So these are my most popular items by far, you know? I mean, because you can, like, if you say, oh, okay, you know what, I'm going to start with this necklace with Hamsa, I just love it. Okay, that's fine. And then, you know what, you have so much fun with it because you have this double-sided clasp. It's so easy. And they're like, you know what, I'm getting so many compliments, and I like this message that says, you know, yes, you can, for example. And because, you know what, when you go through the day, I call it like mantra words. What is your mantra today, you know? And you add that, and so you wear it, and it kind of just like a little reminder, what is it that you want to concentrate on. And so, you know, you can design it just like that. You know, you can style it any way you want to. And I do that with my bracelets also. Here I have a wrap bracelet that says gratitude. You can have it on a silk wrap or a chain. But you know what, you're absolutely right. When it comes to the beginning of the year, gratitude and grow has been extremely popular in the last few weeks because people just need that in their life.
Yes.
So I've been making a lot of those.
Well, it's funny because somebody had given me a chain of a Buddha to wear on the outside because I have one on the inside, and I wanted to wear one on the outside, just like the hat. I wanted to see what would happen.
Yeah.
More people talk to me because of the stone.
Yeah.
First, it was the hat, like my chiropractor. Chiropractor? Not chiropractor.
Cardiologist.
Yep. After going to her for a year, she finally knew my name because of the hat, right? So when I was wearing this thing, everybody was asking me, what's that? Why are you wearing that? Mm-hmm. It's like, why is it called the Brooklyn Cafe Show? Because you're asking. Mm-hmm. The message is in you asking me, because if you didn't ask me what it is, then... But it is amazing what stonework, this type of work does for people's soul. And we had a meeting about this today, about how things sometimes work and you don't have to understand it. Just watch it happen. It's been going on all day. First it was the guys. You put balls in your ears, you lose 100 pounds, and here comes the clipper at the end of the day with the energy stuff. Now, we talked about this, right? With your little gizmo on your phone and changing the taste of lemons, which we can do. It doesn't stop. It's like growth.
Energy is everything.
It's everything.
It's all about energy. That's what we are, you know? And I hear it so much that because the way, from the beginning, how I started doing this, it's almost like it has been, I started and I cannot stop. Every single second of the day that I have available are either I'm making it, I'm thinking about it, it's all about that. And that's energy, and people feel that. And they feel the passion, they feel, they wear it, it's something special, I don't know if it's because they meet me when they get it and they feel, how I feel about it,
and they know what
or
resonates,
there's something
right?
actually that I pass on to it. I don't know.
Well,
and when she does these events, though, when I got this piece, right, and now my energy's crazy because when I wear your pieces, they get hot.
Yeah.
Right? Which everyone's, why does it get hot? But this, you had something else on it, and I loved the pendant at the bottom.
Yeah.
It was on another piece of your jewelry, and you said, all right, I'll just change it for you, right? So you created what felt right for me. Yeah. At that time.
Well, healing stones, everybody, it's one of the reasons when I first met you, I wanted to do something for the cancer kids in hospitals. I wanted to give them a healing stone. Then they got political because they can't swallow it, they can't this, there's a lot of can'ts.
Yeah.
All I wanted to do was to do something for them to bring some hope alive, to give them a little something. Yeah. But then I got into this whole process of healing stones and about the energy. Yeah. Then I met a guy who changed the taste of lemons based on a compound on your phone. And it works. And everybody said, is that a trick lemon? I said, then bring me your lemon. And it works. You do this thing and it changes the wavelength, the frequency. Same thing with people. You can actually heal people. You can actually change people if you're on the right wavelength.
Well, think about acupressure. That's what it is,
And
right?
it's in my face again.
Acupressure is the energy in your body, right? You go back to ancient medicine, ancient Chinese medicine of what it is, and your meridian points.
Exactly right.
It's not injecting anything. It's not taking anything synthetic. It's what your body is made to do.
And right next door to where you are, because we're going to give the address of where you are, there is a lady who does the biomeridian. A lot of people do it. It's the reader.
Andrea, right? Yeah.
Andrea, yeah, and Daphne.
21 supplements they gave me because I had 21 parts of my body that was out of whack. And it went off from 21 down to 0. My son was living with me at the time. He says, you can't do that. What's wrong with you? I says, I can. I had just come out of the hospital.
Wow.
Changed my life, right? Changed my life. And then you people come along. Changes my life again. It's like a book, and every chapter is another message and another message. I cannot believe what some of this stuff does, not for only for me, but for the person sitting in front of me. That's the part that gets to me. That's the part that gets to me. Never seen anything like this.
What do you always say? You just got to catch up.
You got to catch up.
Have faith, catch
up. You know,
up.
they say manifestation. I don't believe in any of that manifestation. You got to catch up. It's
you don't
happening.
believe it, but you're talking.
Because it's happening.
You know, it's happening because it's all in your, it's what you think. It's your energy. There's a lot to it. And
you know why you're here?
We're so set in our beliefs.
Yes, it's easy to be set.
We're so judgmental on how things are that maybe we were taught to believe since young age, and that's how we are, and that's what we believe.
Agreed.
Then when we actually open up to more, it's a completely there's a whole world of stuff.
There's an old saying. You know why you're here right now? Because you're supposed to be.
You know the meeting we had this morning? We had that meeting this morning about putting a seminar together in this magnificent facility, right? Woody and Catherine and her energy pieces, and you also, Beth, to go in and talk about weight loss.
It's exactly what we're talking about, yes.
I talked to a friend of mine yesterday who I haven't talked to in months and months. She lives out of state, and she said, did I do something wrong? I haven't talked to you. And I said, of course not. Just things happen. She says, I just lost a lot of weight. She says, you don't even know I gained a lot of weight, but now I lost a lot of weight. And I said, how did you do it? And she tells me, you know, protein shake and not eating and all of these things that I only wish I really knew what you did then, and I need to share it with her because it's not about the protein shakes. That's a great start, right? But it's about retraining your body. You know, you got to put in the work to do it. There are no quick fixes.
There ain't easy.
Right, and it's all about changing habits and making those right decisions. And the first 3 days, if anything, are going to be challenging, but by day 4, your brain is trained a certain way, your body is used to a certain thing, and you just start making those right decisions, and you feel bad. You feel sick. I feel sick if I go back to eating poorly. I used to eat where I'd be like, oh, 3 hours from now I'm going to be hungry, so I better store it up. And I would eat like a chipmunk and think I'm going to store all this food so I'm not hungry. And it was so silly. Now, this program teaches you to just eat until you're not hungry. Not until you're full, but until you're not hungry.
It's fascinating. You know, and all these new studies are coming out with the DNA testing that everyone's doing, this 23andMe and all these DNA testing. And now they're saying, is there a link between your DNA and weight loss, right? And diet. And we know there's genetic link between diseases, right? Heart disease, autoimmune disease. There's so many genetic links. But now is there a link on how you can lose weight based on your DNA? You know, it goes back. There's so many things out there. It's just about being educated.
I look at it, being a diabetic, I look at it that, and I can say this because I am a diabetic. As a diabetic, I'm very lazy. I don't put in the gym. I don't do what you do. I don't do it. Now, have I played ball for many years? I was a catcher many years. You want to talk about broken bones and shin bones? I can show you ailments and pains. But there are certain things that I take that light it up for me, that allow me to do that walk and do these different things. Sometimes you got to look over here in order to get to the goal on this side. What I like about this program is that it's not threatening. The diet part is good discipline. I can't eat carbs. I look at a piece of bread and my sugar goes up. I can't do carbs. But think about it. Potato turns into sugar in my mouth, bread. Right. There's all sorts of stuff. Since I met this one, she took me off of ketchup. I had some ketchup the other day.
You know, it is a good thing. You just have to moderation and an organic
Not
one
even
without all the
moderation.
sugar.
There are some things I cannot do because something turns to a lot. Now, getting back to you, what I like about this is that it's a message of health for me. You know, I am a firm believer that if I rub certain things on me, it reminds me, you know, you're not going to do this because that's what got you in the soup to begin with. That's why I like these balls.
Right.
Because
it's
a
stimulation,
reminder.
it's a reminder.
It's a reminder.
I love that.
It's a reminder to make good choices.
It's a habit that you develop, and everything we do is a habit.
That's right.
Everything.
But we do bad habits.
You know,
We got some good habits.
You develop new habits, and that's why you are
I
so
love
much in such a better place now.
Absolutely. I'm
It's
30
a
pounds lighter.
You made an effort
Actually,
to
more than that.
create and stick to a new habit.
That's right. And I want to bring all my friends with me. So if you have diabetes, it ain't over. It's just beginning. It's like the J-Lo movie. It ain't over till it's over.
Ain't over till it's
It
over.
ain't over till it's over. So you got to come on down. You know, you got to check these ideas. Every day we bring you another idea. I don't want to hear that you don't have an answer. You do have an answer. Wake it up and bring it. Make 2019 a change in your life. How's that?
Sounds good to me. Let's take a quick commercial break. Give us a call, 888-565-1470. When we come back, let's talk about women in business.
Let's talk about
Stay tuned. We'll be right back.
Let's all welcome a new sponsor to the show. It's AMP2 TV, the first and only internet production company that's truly plugged in. When you're looking for a full-service internet TV radio production company, discover AMP2 TV, a full-service production company that can provide all streaming videos in studio or remotely. They offer web page development, and they use all the latest platforms to help make all your business selling points more powerful. They can do remotes or live radio streaming as well as tape productions for social media platforms and television. AMP2 TV can handle all of your television needs, including closed caption for a perfect on-air telecast. Choose from a variety of creative TV and radio packages or visit one of their many studios to get your creative juices flowing. Come and see why AMP2 TV works with many major companies, including Comcast, Bravo, and Fox 29, as well as individuals and businesses of all types and sizes. To see samples of their work or to find out more, visit their website at amp2.tv. That's A-M-P, the number 2.tv, or call them at 866-224-5422. Feel free to call for a quote or just a consult of how to put your business on a social media platform or radio platform, or just doing a show that is covered by all platforms. Call 866-224-5422 and make an appointment. That's 866-224-5422. What is Debersize? With over 25 years of personal training experience and workout techniques, Deb Varsalone invites you to Debersize. Debersize comes to you from the privacy of your own home or group training facility. Debersize can meet your individual fitness needs, offering one-on-one, non-impact resistance training, post-surgical strengthening to higher level boot camp and weight training. Debersize will meet your personal fitness goals at any age. Contact Deb at 561-307-9283. Schedule an initial consultation and get ready for a stronger, healthier you. 561-307-9283.
Do you want to enhance your love life with flowers? Rejuvenate love, life, health with flowers from Blossom Moments? Weekly deliveries to your home, your business, hospital, or even senior centers. Give us a call at 561-951-6343. Blossom Moments could also coordinate your wedding or event. Contact Blossom Moments at bmgevents.net. For all of your floral event needs, large or small, call Blossom Moments. 561-951-6343. And we look forward to hearing from you.
Thank you for watching the Brooklyn Cafe, where every day is a new adventure. If you'd like to join Dawn and Freddie S. at the cafe, Give them a call at 888-565-1470 toll free. Come on in for a cup of coffee or call to share a thought for the day and get all the information you need to help your business grow. Don't forget, sharing is caring, and to like this video. Let's reopen the cafe doors now. Back to Dawn and Freddie S.
You know, I can't stand it.
We're gonna get you a rubber chicken. Squawk.
A rubber chicken.
Squawk.
You know, not for nothing. Don't get me a rubber chicken. Get me something manly.
What would that be?
A manly man.
We're gonna get you a hot mic.
What the hell is that?
You know, from that movie where
Okay,
he's
enough.
hot mic.
Enough.
We're gonna get you a hot mic, and maybe he squeaks.
Get
or
me
something.
a camel that says, ba, 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 ba. No, what is he saying?
I don't know.
He says something.
Who?
I don't know. The mic, the camel, the Wednesday camel.
Oh no, we don't do that one. We got rid of that a long time ago. Give us a call, 888-565-1470. We've got the Sadkin method. What an amazing way to lose weight. Adjust hormones. She works a lot with thyroid disorders. And then we talk energy, right, with Catherine. And how these pieces come together, there always is a way. The messages you have, Catherine, that we were talking about, you got this.
Mm-hmm.
And you said sometimes it's, and when I get dressed every day, I know I wear, Freddie teases me, I'm like Mrs. T, right? I layer and layer and layer. But there's a reason, right? It's what speaks to me that day when I get dressed. So your pieces, you got this. And Beth says, well, I say that to my clients all the time. So it's not that you're walking in and you're, you know, paying for a weight loss program. You are investing in yourself and getting the expertise from Beth on motivation, right? On energy, on the coaching. And there she is saying, you got this. Whatever your tagline is, you got this. And that's what Catherine's doing. So we talk women in business because Beth was said, well, what am I going to talk about? And we do a lot of women in business, right? What are we talking about? You said this is your third business.
It is.
What'd you do the other two times?
Hi, Chanel.
So every business I have had has been service related.
Okay.
So that's who I am. I had a My Gym Children's Fitness Center, the one in Aventura, for 11 years.
That's kind of
which
cool.
was a fabulous experience. I loved it. I sold that business about 2 years ago, 2.5 years ago, wanting to be closer to home since I live in Boca, and that was so far away. And I also had a restaurant in Boca.
No, can I help you?
For about 5 years, called the Playtown Cafe. So
You stayed in the business for 5 years?
We were open for 4. It took us a solid year to get open.
Oh yeah,
which is insane in itself, and I probably should have known
that's
at
pretty
that point.
good. No, that's pretty good. A year.
But yeah, she keeps going, right? And you evolve, and things change, and you invest in another business.
Exactly, and I wanted to do something where I felt like I was making a difference in someone's life on a daily basis. That I was getting to know people. I like to know their story. I like to know their triggers and what makes them happy and what might set them off and cause them to eat something that they shouldn't and be unhealthy. So what I love about my business is that I really get to know people one-on-one, and they get to know me. It's a great relationship.
And Catherine, for you, a woman in business, you've evolved. This is the same business, but yet it evolves. It changes.
Yes, it does. It's, you know, it started with an idea, really an inspiration, just a thought. It really started with, and then it just went one step at a time. You know, I took a class, jewelry class, and then I had different visions of everything: my logo, the look, the feel, and sometimes I could just be like, I was sitting here and I was looking at you, and in my head, like you were talking. And I'm thinking, what else I'm going to be doing? You know, it's just the ongoing process. I get inspired in the weirdest places and the weirdest of times. But yeah, you know, I have been in business with my husband. My husband is an entrepreneur, and I have been by his side, sort of a creative part of whatever we were doing. We were actually in the med spa business for many years. In weight loss also in the beginning, and he loves that business. It's very gratifying because, you know, you change people's lives.
Exactly.
It's incredible. But I really always I wanted to do something that I could be passionate about and something that I could use my creativity with. And this came into my life. I think I was asking for it for a really long time. And I got really serious about it, and then it just came, and all I do is try to, you know, I work at it every day, and try to improve it and grow it and grow my brand awareness and everything that I do, and it's really cool.
And so much of it is with energy. The last time Catherine was here, your Buddha broke, your black Buddha, and she went to put a clasp on it.
Oh my God, that was
And
I was traumatized by that.
Why?
And he
Because
kept saying,
it
"Bring her
chipped.
back."
Doesn't matter.
But you know what? There was a reason. There was that Buddha did what it was supposed to do, and something happened that day. I don't remember what it was, but there was someone in the studio, and that was pure protection. That it broke for a reason, and it took that gentleman's energy, and there was a reason it broke. So it wasn't you. It broke for a reason, and then.
Do you remember that?
Yes, because it was like it was right. We had a meeting. It broke. We were in a meeting, and this gentleman was not of purity of heart. And that Buddha protected what it was supposed to protect, right?
That's how you read it?
But it's energy. And you got a new one, and Catherine gave you one as protection in the meantime. And we keep going. But there's so much energy to what you do. And it's the energy with the balls and the acupressure. It's the energy from our bodies that I don't think people even stop and take a chance to say, you know what? Our bodies are pure energy. We can heal. We can create craziness in our head. But we can heal ourselves as easily as we can create this craziness in our head. You said it today.
Get out of your head.
Exactly what you said today, over and over again.
Get
message
out of your
received.
Head. We get in a lot of trouble.
But that's so much energy, right? If we could channel our energy to the positive things we can do, even if you need to physically hold it, which we have right there, we should give these ladies our gifts.
Yes.
And hold something positive in your hand, as we call it hope.
Now, your Buddha is around somebody else's neck right now that needs it.
Yeah.
So I pushed it forward right-handedly, and she wears it.
Thank you. One for you.
And the other thing is, I had
so
over
nice.
5,600 jobs in my life. I've done everything in sales for the last 46 years because I need to find and grow and keep going. So when we put this together, my son, when he was 14, and we spoke to him, it was an idea. And I've done it ever since. It's been 7-8 years we've done it, and we've taken it from nothing to something. And we perfect it, just like you've changed the chains, just like you've changed the touch, it's the feel. Sometimes it's not the product, it's the feel. And I think that your calling has made it that you're getting a feel now for how much you heal. I mean, the food was one thing, the thing with the kids is another, but this is going to be closer to you in healing.
Absolutely.
And these are our hope hearts. So on the back, we always say the heart chooses you. And whatever it says on the back, this one says, happiness, I can't read it, I don't have my glasses on. Happiness is a choice. All right, so this is the one I chose today. Go to brooklyncafe.tv, and it's a heart token. You register your heart token. You can physically hold hope in your hand. And when someone needs hope, and you see them, and they just, in their mind, they need to hold it, you pay it forward, and they go on and register, and we can see how far the hope travels. Hopefully it goes worldwide. And we'll be able to track your number. Every heart has a number on it. This is 23.
Oh, I see.
And the heart chooses you. We've had people who come in here and they get words that we don't even know were on these when they were created. And they're exactly perfect for them. Yep. What did you get?
Amazing you.
There you go.
Well, there you
I
have
love it. What a great sentiment.
I got you are enough.
How about that? Because what do you wear on your neck that we just talked about during commercial break? Your favorite one.
Well, you got this.
You got this.
You got this, baby.
Very similar, right?
If it would have said you got this on that heart, I would have ran. That's all I got to say.
You got this. You are enough. I mean, talk about a similar sentiment, right? You couldn't get a whole lot closer.
I could not believe some of the things that people get. Smiled today when they were frowning or everything. Now, when you give this forward to somebody, they're going to register it as well. We're putting a map together to follow the numbers all over the world.
Oh, I love that.
We have a new shipment on its way. We actually have half a shipment because the other ones we call Hearts on Fire for Valentine's Day because they caught fire. So we have a half a shipment we should have tomorrow.
What do you mean caught fire?
One half of the shipment caught on fire. So I told her to save it for Valentine's Day, Hearts on Fire.
I get the memo last.
You get the memo last. You get the memo. It's all good.
But people all over the country are asking about these things.
Beth, tell us how people can find you. Hearts on Fire? How do they find Sadkin?
No, I'm saying what she had on her heart would be so great on one of her
See, women in business. We're always branding.
And she's always putting stuff on her jewelry. Always words of wisdom.
Cool. Tell us your phone number before
My phone number. Sure, it's 561-409-2137.
Now she's ready to stay. Sadkin. And Catherine, where can we find you?
You can find me on Instagram. It's Instagram Katya Designs. I am on Facebook also, Katy Designs Shop. The name of my website is katydesigns.com. Now, I only have few items on my website. However, if you go to my Instagram and you see something that
She
you
can.
absolutely
Just hold that
love,
thought. She'll make it for you,
message
and
me.
you can reach out to us. All the information
We'll make sure
you
you
can
get it.
always find from us. Just let us
That's
know.
right.
We'll see you
can't
tomorrow.
believe the show is
Same
over.
time, same place. Be
See?
kind to each other, and you are enough. How you like that?
Don't be late.
Bye-bye.
Holy smokes, you already know.
Located in the Delray Art Complex is one of South Florida's top venues for art, culture, music, and private events. The Heart of Delray Gallery is a cutting-edge, 11,000 square foot art exhibition showcasing local artists and artisans with the highest quality of talent and vision, highlighting South Florida's creative arts. Visit us at the Heart of Delray Gallery, 1440 North Federal Highway in Delray Beach. Come, take a tour, book your next private event or fundraiser, or join us for Art Walk the first Friday of every month from 6 to 11 p.m. For more information, give us a call at 561-278-0074.
Well, that's about it for today. Even though the show is over, the Brooklyn Cafe is always open for business. You're invited to join the fun every day. If you missed some of the laughs from today, Dawn and Freddie S. will bring you more goodwill next time. You can follow the cafe on Facebook at the Brooklyn Cafe TV to rewatch every minute of the show. We'll see you next time.